You, me, and every other grown man are fast running out of opportunities to get things right. Many of us have become complacent, letting what truly matters slip through our fingers. Yesterday, while listening to Eminem's Lose Yourself, a wave of clarity hit me. The harsh truth. With each passing day, our future becomes more and more shaped by our past. We have fewer do-overs, less room for error, and less time to enjoy the rewards of a life well lived. Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Those words struck a chord. It's a message that's incredibly relevant to us as we navigate the middle years of our lives. In fact, the older we get, the more relevance these words hold. It's a call to a sense of urgency. If you have not doubled down on what's important by now, your shot at a truly fulfilling life is slipping away fast. Regret, discontent, and misery, they are all real possibilities if you don't take action now. The ability to shape your future diminishes with each passing year, and exponentially so in the years to come. If that hasn't sunk in yet, it needs to. I'll give you invaluable practical advice and share my own resolve in just a bit. The what, the how, and the why of the things that truly help. But first, let's take a trip down memory lane to help put things in perspective. Remember your 20s? Life was a playground of do-overs. Relationships, career paths, even figuring out who you were. Mistakes were kind of part of the package. Your 30s, the stakes got higher. Still room to maneuver, but the choices started carrying more weight. In your 30s, you're making more and more decisions with life-lasting consequences. You're experiencing windows of opportunities closing, bridges being burned, and that you're not being offered as many do-overs as you did just a little while ago. Now in your 40s and 50s, that's when the consequences of past decisions become undeniable. The consequences of those past decisions are now staring you in the face. Opportunities that were once abundant are now scarce. If you haven't figured out what truly matters by now, regret is lurking around the corner, and it could be imminent. And as you approach your 60s and 70s, your legacy is largely written. The opportunities for significant change become extremely limited. If you haven't laid the groundwork for a fulfilling life, your health, relationships, financial security, personal growth, you'll pay a heavy price. The chance to live without profound regret could all be gone. Do you see the urgency now? When I started this YouTube channel 2 months ago, I adopted a casual mindset. I told myself that I might not succeed, but if I enjoyed the journey and learned something of value along the way, then, then that's okay. But no, that is not okay. At our age, that's simply unacceptable. We can't afford to be so careless with our time. You see, 97% fail at YouTube. Even those that barely achieve any kind of success at all only do so after having invested many thousands of hours. And for a working class creator like myself, that means many years of dedication to just barely make it. Now, 20 years ago, I could have made such a gamble and lose without detrimental effects to my life. But now, in the middle of my life, I simply do not have many more such large and risky bets I can place and afford to lose. At this age, you need to be done gambling with your future. Pursuing anything that requires a magnitude of time and effort has to be of paramount importance. Failure is not an option at this point. So, it's time for some serious self-reflection. Ask yourself the following 5 questions. 1. Am I clinging to outdated dreams? Are you still chasing goals that no longer align with your reality? 2. What's so crucial about my current pursuits? What do you stand to gain? And what do you risk losing? 3. Are there alternatives that fulfill the same needs? Could you achieve similar satisfaction through an entirely different path? 4. The opportunity cost. What are you giving up by focusing on your current path? And 5. Is this gamble really worth it? Considering all the factors, is this the right path for you? If you can't deliver a strong and positive answers to all of these questions, then you should not pursue it and instead focus on something else that has value to you. I ask myself these very same questions about this channel, and after careful consideration, I realized this isn't just a hobby, it's a commitment to my own self improvement. Creating valuable content for you not only adds purpose to my own life, but forces me to study, reflect, and adopt new practices into my own life. It ties into everything I talk about in this channel: self actualization, pursuing happiness, becoming a better version of yourself, building new habits, nuclear habits, habit stacking, building willpower, even biohacking your neurochemicals. All of that is tied into this project. And remember, I have videos covering all of these topics. Links are provided below. You see, this is not a hobby or a form of escapism. It's a commitment to something of monumental importance to me. And that is an important distinction when you're making decisions about your time, especially something this colossal. My channel might not show much promise this early in the game, as I'm fumbling to find my way, but it will soon enough. I will succeed with this channel because I needed to. You see the difference now? How you need to go about assessing the things you do in life? This is not a midlife crisis. It's a wake-up call. It's about recognizing the urgency of now and doubling down on what truly matters. It's about not squandering your precious time on pursuits that don't align with your deepest values and goals. The clock is ticking. So don't let another day slip by. Ask yourself those 5 questions earlier. Identify your priorities, commit to them wholeheartedly, and embrace the urgency of now and your chance to blow. Remember, time waits for no one. Living a life of purpose isn't just about achieving goals. It's about making a positive impact in the world around you. It's about leaving a legacy that extends beyond your existence. Let's face our realities, make conscious choices, and create a future we can be proud of. Let's do this together. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.